What if Twilight and her friends failed to save a tree of harmony? Hello everypony, and welcome back to My Little Pony What If. In this week, we will answer these 4 questions. Number 1, how did they fail to save a tree of harmony? Number 2, what will happen to all of Equestria without the 3 princesses? Number 3, in all this chaos, could Discord once again rule Equestria? And lastly, number 4, how will this affect the rest of the MLP timeline? Let's figure this out in this week's What If. In these episodes, we quickly left off after the first Equestria Girls movie, with Twilight having trouble with her wings. She then worries about her friendship with her friends, saying that she is missing something a minute after they leave. But then Pinky reminds her that she isn't. Twilight also worries about all the princess responsibilities, since these are the first she is assigned by Princess Celestia. But as expected, something happens and the sun and moon are up at the same time, because that's always a good sign. We also see the Evertree Forest invading, again because that's a normal thing you see every day, or at night at that matter. Twilight flies to Ponyville where Spike criticizes Twilight for her terrible flying.
Sweet ground! Sweet, wonderful ground!
Okay, I get it. I need to work on my flying.
Then they assume that it was Discord that caused all of this, but he insists that it wasn't him. So they turn to Zecora the zebra. She explains that the forest is growing too fast even for her, and she is basically the expert of the Evertree Forest, so that's really saying something. Twilight is herbed a potion to see into the past, and she sees Nightmare Moon on the night that she was sent to, well, the moon. When Twilight comes back to reality, everyone stares at her, worried because all the things that she was doing in her vision, she was doing in real life, but in place. Next, the main 6 go into Evertree Forest, where they encounter a creature that resembles a crocodile, and it almost eats Twilight. After this, the rest of the main 6 think it would be best if Twilight goes home, saying that if they don't get Celestia and Luna back, then she will have to rule Equestria. When Twilight gets back, Discord guilts Twilight to go back. I'm guessing he may have wanted her to die. Okay, maybe not, but we don't know that much about Discord thinking-wise. When the rest of the main 6 get to the tree, they see that it has been overtaken by the same plants taking over Ponyville. They try to save it, but it's no use. They figure out that they needed Twilight, and they start pointing blame at each other. Checking back on Twilight, we see that she and Spike are lost, so Spike gets on top of a tree to see what he can see. But then we notice that Twilight is being attacked by poisonous gas plants. Spike then runs to get the rest of the main 6. I don't know why, but the forest really wants Twilight dead.
Listen here, you rabid rhododendrons! You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us!
They get to a tree and realize that the elements need to be restored into the tree. So with a little struggle, and Twilight almost being captured by the plants, she manages to get the elements into the tree. Once they do, the Tree of Harmony is restored and all the overgrown Evertree stuff is cleared. When they get back to Ponyville, they wonder why it all happened now. Discord spills the beans, and it was revealed that it was his fault all along. He planted seeds long ago to capture Celestia and Luna and take out the tree, but it still had magic left, so it couldn't. Lastly, we end off with a summer sun celebration, or as we know it as the summer solstice, which is the longest day of the year. Celestia raises the sun, and Luna lowers the moon, and Twilight does her sonic Twi-boom, and they lived happily ever after. The end. But how would after a point of Twilight being saved from the gas plants not happen? Well, let's think about it. The plants that Discord planted are powerful and unpredictable. So instead of Twilight getting the elements in the tree, what if those plants steal them? Also, let's assume that Twilight was captured as well, because she is a princess, and the plants only target princesses. Now, with that sorted, what about the rest of society? With the 3 princesses gone, there can't be anyone left, or so we think. Don't you guys remember Princess Cadence, the Princess of Love? How about her? Well, that would kind of be overwhelming for her. She is already taking care of the Crystal Empire, so it can't really be her. So I guess the only logical option left is Twilight's friends. And for a good reason too. Yeah, maybe it's unexpected, but they would carry on Twilight's role of being a princess, just as a group, so it would be more of an oligarchy instead of a monarchy. Okay, with all of that settled, is it possible for Discord to get back into power again? Because with the elements in the tree and the most powerful ponies gone, he might have another chance to shine. But hold on just a second. Discord may have a chance to take over Equestria, but he still has real feelings for Fluttershy, so he might just not become evil to keep his most sacred friendship. Lastly, the timeline. What happened to it? Well, if Discord doesn't become evil and order is restored back to Equestria, I think that society could thrive, and with the main 6 minus 1 in power, they could do some remarkable things, friendship-wise obviously, considering that this is what Twilight could have wanted if she became princess. But what do you think? Do you think it's possible? Will Discord take over Equestria again, or will he stick to friendship? What about the rest of the MLP timeline? Tell me in the comments down below. I'd love to hear it. Also, while you're down there, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Make sure to like the video as well as ring the bell so you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. Well, that's it for me. This is Cappy signing out until next time. Brohoof.